昔、その時代の良き大魔王は魔界を広げようとライムスというものすごい能力を持つ超魔人に命じて宇宙を作らせました。
ライムス？
ねえ、今でも宇宙で一番お偉い方です。
へえ。
宇宙をいくつも作って魔界の魔人たちの多くはその宇宙に移住を始めました。
So, I didn't expect to see Zeno's brother. Like, that's pretty wild. Rhymes. You know, the brother of Zeno. Or at least that's what I'm speculating, because don't these guys look very, very similar? And it kind of makes a lot of sense when you think about it. One creates, one destroys. It's kind of funny in that way. You know, Rhymes creating all the universes, and then Zeno's like, I don't like these things. Poof, poof, just get erasing them like he erased Trunks' timeline. That's the kind of a thing I think it's going on here. It's not confirmed, but I think, you know, we got freaking Zeno's brother this episode. And that was just something I did not expect. Also, if you catch at the beginning there, well, also at the end of this flashback, you get to see all of the Supreme Kai, which, remember, the only time we've seen these guys are in Super Force. So for all the, you know, dumbasses saying that this is not canon the Super, it is, okay? This is canon the Super. So, you know, just check all the idiots on that. But if you notice at the beginning of that flashback, what do we see here? We see the original Supreme Demon King, who apparently was ordered Rhymes or controlled Rhymes, which makes you think, like, how powerful is he? Is he even more powerful? Is he above Rhymes, above Zeno? Like, that's even crazy to think about. And he's purple. And he's thick. Like, what's going on there, right? And it's kind of reminds me of the Demon King at the end of Yu Hakusho. Like, he's just super thick. But yeah, like, this dude's very powerful. Also, I didn't notice in the last episode the eye that these guys use, which I don't see the eye on him that King Goma wants. Apparently, Hybis has that in his belt. I didn't notice that last episode, so I have to check on that. But also this episode, we got to see Majin Kuu, or Majin Fraud, in action. And, you know, he got smoked. Okay, he got his ass kicked. And I think part of the reason he's weaker, it's not just that, you know, he was part of just a tiny part of Fat Boo and Cybermen. I don't think that's the reason. I think a lot of people are going to blame the Cybermen. No, I think the reason that he got stomped out here and got owned, and I love at the end where he bows and gives up, and, you know, Irinsu is just disappointed in him, tells him he's fired. And then he tells her he can go shopping for her. Just, you know, classic Toriyama humor. But I think the reason that he is so weak is because if you remember in the original Dragon Ball and in Dragon Ball Z, androids that were easy to control tended to be weaker. The androids that were harder to control, like Android 17, 18, way stronger. 19, who was easy to control, way weaker. I think it's kind of like that with the Majins when you create them. Like, even though it's magic and it's different than the science, I think because he's more controllable, it makes him weaker. It's the downside. So, like, they don't have to worry about him destroying the world like Kid Buu, going ballistic, but he's way weaker. And that's why the Tamagami, almost screwed up on the pronunciation there, was able to kick his ass. Tamagami 1. Also, Tamagami 1 might be the most powerful Tamagami. We don't know. We don't know how they all compare, the three. We have no clue. So, you know, Tamagami 1 could be freaking like Super Buu level for all we know. We don't really know. I mean, we know the last one, the third one that Goku fought, was able to beat Deborah. So that's pretty impressive. That put him at least on like the Majin Vegeta level, something like that. So, yeah, we don't really know. You know, Majin Kuu could be powerful, just that the guy he's going against is way more powerful than him, and he could get another transformation. Got to keep that in mind. Also, we got to see the original homeworld of the Namekians, and apparently was abandoned. And yeah, it looks exactly like Namek, and it's, you know, here in the second demon realm. So that's interesting. We also got a little look here too. I forgot to mention at Deborah's, you know, success. What was it? Predecessor right here. And yeah, if you notice right here, he's got this like crazy necklace going on. Like, what's going on there? And also, yeah, we got Warp Sama. We got Warp Sama there. Apparently, you know, like they explained before, you were able to travel freely. Yeah, doesn't he just look like Deborah? Like, it seems like Deborah was the only Demon King that wasn't fat. Like, just did Deborah take Ozempic, or was he just like doing? Was he at the gym all day? Like, what's the deal with Deborah? Like, what's the deal with Deborah, bro? Like, how's Deborah so fit and got the gains? Like, what was going on there? But yeah, apparently in the next episode, we're going to be seeing Vegeta go against the next Tamagami, so that's interesting. And then the episode ends with the old Namekian dude creeping on the ship up to some creep shit. So who knows what he's planning? Something nefarious, because earlier in the episode, I forgot to mention this. Man, there's just so much shit that happened in this episode. But the King Goma sends a Kraken after Goku, and Pansy almost gets eaten, and Goku like barely saves her, and it just makes you wonder, like, why didn't Goku go Super Saiyan? Like, it's like if it's that serious, bro, just go Super Saiyan. Like, why are you in base? Like, it's just always like, it's like Vegeta said in the Goku Black arc. Goku just loves to hold back. Like, come on, just go Super Saiyan. You almost let Pansy die because he wanted to not go Super Saiyan for some reason. Like, doesn't make a lot. That part doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But yeah, overall, I'd say the episode was pretty fire. You know, I'll give it like a 9 out of 10. It was pretty good. You know, Majin Fraud, you know, a little disappointing, but I think, you know, he still has some potential. And the lore, even though it was like really quick, it was only like a minute there, it was kind of interesting about the, you know, rhymes and all that. And the stuff with the, you know, the Mechians, and more stuff about the Glins too, about how, you know, they're going extinct, and, you know, that was all cool too. So yeah, I'd give the episode a solid, you know, 8.5, 9 out of 10 perhaps. You know, it depends on how I feel. Maybe I'll go give it a watch, and because it was a lot of information to absorb. But yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe wherever you are, and peace out.